everything all right, John?
No, everything's not all right. There is a hook in me. Ahmed and his family are in trouble.
The Covenant is a heart-wrenching story that takes place during the war in Afghanistan. U.S. Army Sergeant John Kinley recruits Ahmed to interpret with local Afghans during their mission in Afghanistan.
Understand how noble he is. He's so noble. He's so noble. You're so noble.
Hey, Ahmed, I think you're wonderful.
Action!
Ahmed agrees in pursuit of revenge against the Taliban for the death of his son. The trailer speaks for itself when I say that this is some story. With a release date just days away for the 21st in the United States,
Let's get on with this.
fans of this story can't wait for this film to release and see how Guy Ritchie put everything together for this story. Today we'll be going behind the scenes to see how he did just that.
Yeah, just can't really tell how wild he is.
Still saved 8 people's lives.
Yes, he did.
What's your next move?
Well, second location. 120 clicks away.
Before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. Guy Ritchie is responsible for the writing, directing, and producing of this film. What was his first film project he worked on? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
And action!
Jake Gyllenhaal stars in this film as Sergeant John Kinley, and we get to hear a few words from him about what this film is all about.
Two men from seemingly very different backgrounds. One, whom I play, is John Kinley, who's a Special Forces sergeant, who's very experienced in the field of military and in warfare.
Having been shot in Spain in 2021, the behind the scenes of all the actors on set and directing the actors and extras, you can feel this intensity on set, especially with certain scenes.
And since you didn't have the conversation with folks that I just saw you having, it would be impossible for me to give you this list of unvetted targets.
With a critically acclaimed background in dramas and action films, Gyllenhaal was just the man for the job to bring Ritchie's latest explosive and heartfelt feature to life.
You seem like you're the only one who can get anything done around here.
What's the problem?
Well, we keep going out and achieving nothing, and I keep putting my men in constant danger. It just feels like we're moving sand around the sandbox.
Come here and kiss me.
Can I say?
I do like that. I'll be back.
I'll see you in a few days.
Yeah. Is it a few days or I'll be back in a week?
And with the genre of this film, the creators were willing to screen this film free for the active military members. Now that it's safe to go back to the base theater again, the Exchange Real-Time Cinema and MGM are giving military members, retirees, and military dependents the chance to catch a movie before it opens to the general public. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant will open in select Army and Air Force Exchange Service theaters on April 15th. With the behind-the-scenes moments of this film, it's great to see the actors and creators on set creating this very realistic story.
Go.
In another interview with Gyllenhaal, he discusses the pitch that Ritchie told to him.
I think what was very important to Guy at the beginning of this process was that it be a process of discovery. That there was the essential structure of the film, the idea of two people, in my opinion, doing the right thing.
We also wanted to give a shout out to our DC Thursday winner. If you guys didn't know, we ask a challenging DC related trivia question over on our community tab. If you answer it correct, you get a chance to have your answer featured here in one of our videos.
Well, let's get a move on.
How are we doing, Josh?
Almost there.
Although the film isn't based on real events, it does follow a real-life situation since US troops were taken out of Afghanistan. Fans have a strong reason to believe that there might be someone who faced the situation depicted in The Covenant.
And action!
Go to 3, go to 2. And then to me. Around this way. And then to me. And then I'm like here. Look, and then you can see me.
According to Military Times, a large portion of tens of thousands of US allies left behind in the war zone awaiting special immigration visas to the States is interpreters. So they have every reason to have raised suspicion that this did happen or could have happened to someone.
Pleasure doing business with you. I'm Ed. Good work. You need anything, you look me up. Stay lucky.
According to Military Times, the war movie might hit close to the US Army veterans who returned after the country fell to the Taliban in August 2021. The scenes and storyline might take them back to their days on the front line.
You hit, and he's like, I'm okay, and then I go, all right, let's move.
Alexander Ludwig, who plays Sergeant Declan O'Brady, speaks about his character and Guy Ritchie as well as being on-screen members alongside Jake Gyllenhaal.
Sergeant Declan O'Brady is one of John's closest friends. They serve together, and throughout the film, John confides in him. He does what he can to pull strings for John. Just such tremendous guys, both of them.
And speaking of Guy Ritchie being responsible for many action films, some involving Disney and Aladdin and Robert Downey Jr., he goes into detail about where he found the inspiration for this film.
The deal was that they would end up in America, and then how complicated that became and how dangerous it was for the interpreters. And I just think that's a rather interesting dynamic. It's really a story about an interpreter who doesn't get on with his American sergeant, so to speak.
Jonny Lee Miller was another member on the set, and Alexander gives his take on working with him as well as how the film offers a different take on the Afghan war.
I do think that this film gives a new take on the Afghan war, and I think that like the films prior and the films that come afterwards, they're all necessary to give a broader context of what that was like.
Of course, we know Jake is the frontrunner of this movie, as well as Dar Salim as Ahmed and Alexander Ludwig, but hearing what about the script drew Jake to the story just made it all the more interesting to hear.
For me, what got me was this relationship. When I first read the script, it was all about a very complicated relationship between two people and very little spoken.
Relax. Just a second. Verstehst du nicht? Warum?
And working on the film like this, Ritchie is careful to give credit where credit is due. In this case, Dar Salim.
And it's hard to analyse what aspect of his face induces such a reaction, a response, but his personality is very similar too. So he is what he looks like.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, after getting expelled from high school when he was 15, Ritchie decided to pursue his film career, starting with a short film, The Hard Case, a 20-minute short film with just a few cast members.
And action!
So what do you guys think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and what is your favorite project of Ritchie's? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.